Okay, hey you guys. Readings from the closet. Until I started reading the transcript that was released today with Mr. Linick. I can't remember his first name, but it was the inspector general that was fired by Trump. You know, when he had all those inspector generals that were fired. He was the one with the State Department that apparently Pompeo asked that he be removed. And I'm about a third of the way through. It's really fascinating because you start seeing different themes, different people starting to be woven in. So we're at the point that the State Department is having to have another, because I think there's like 5 investigations or reviews so far. And now this one relates to a leak that came out with an article that was published in the Daily Beast in September of 2019. I cannot remember what exactly, but I almost feel like the Inspector General was being framed with a leak like as an excuse why he would have to be terminated, but he's explaining to his deputies and other undersecretaries he cannot investigate the leak because inspector generals cannot inspect themselves. They have to get someone else from another department to do it who has the resources and time. So he asks a lot of other departments to do the investigation, and nobody can except for the Department of Defense. They have the time and resources to do it. So then he starts explaining to the undersecretaries and the deputies, who seemed very suspicious and at odds with him, what he's doing. That, oh, hey, we cannot inspect ourselves. So, hey, the Department of Defense, their inspector general is going to do it. And it's almost like you can feel the undersecretaries kind of go ghost white, because they realize, oh my God, they thought they were trying to take care of a problem, but they're getting something else. Now, I'm going to say right now, I have no proof of this. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is just kind of what I'm intuiting. So, this Taroscope I did, this is about Deputy Sullivan. I don't know what his first name is, but I'm at about page 8083. Deputy Sullivan, our Foreign Relations Committee is asking Mr. Linick about who he informed about what. Who he informed that the Department of Defense was doing the investigation on the leaks, and the fact that by now the investigation or the review has been completed. And the results from DOD was that the leak did not come from the State Department. And so there's a couple of deputies who are really wanting to see this report. But what's happening at the same time is that COVID-19 is ablaze, and now everything's getting shut down. So he can't show them a report. But he says, in an effort to be transparent, I will show it to you via camera. In his wording, it gets really interesting, because then all of a sudden he kind of interjects, yeah, well, I was talking to Deputy Secretary Sullivan, but because, he had been moved to the ambassador of Russia, zoinks, he couldn't follow up with him, or something of that. So this Taroscope has to do with Deputy Sullivan, who is now ambassador of Russia, which, by the way, I have never ever seen 4 aces in a Taroscope. Okay, so we're going to still follow the full moon eclipse and what happened. So on the ascendant for Deputy Sullivan, remember that everything that's happening with this full moon eclipse has to do with beginnings and endings. So Sullivan has the Queen of Cups, which is the United States of America, and something being revealed about Donald. Well, that whole thing is coming to an end because that's what the astrology says with the 8th house. We go up to the 8th house. What's coming to an end for Sullivan? The government. What about the government? This house says, look to the 11th house of friends, his hopes. Well, over here, we have the King of Swords. Now, this could be an Sullivan, King of Swords. This is Bill Barr. He's hoping okay, this makes sense. He's hoping Bill Barr gets his stuff done. Bill Barr was one of the first people I checked in with this full moon eclipse. I am telling you, it is like he is running all over a world globe again to intervene with this, that, the other thing. So things are coming to an end with the government for Deputy Sullivan, and he hopes that Bill Barr can deliver. Bill Barr, what his hopes with Bill Barr? It says, look to the 2nd house of owning. Well, what's there for him? Dun, dun, dun. 3 of Cups. The elections, perhaps, or, this could be any one of those investigations that's going on with the State Department. But I am going to say that this has to do with the investigations relating to the one with Iran that eventually, in the background points to Ivanka because she was the one in charge of laundering the money through Trump Baku. There's a long article in the New Yorker in the fall of 2017 that outlines that. So it could be elections, it could be Baku. I think this is more related to the money laundering going on with the Trumps. Okay? So, again, this was on the ascendant for Deputy Sullivan. Things are being revealed this week related to the United States. Who is he this week? Well, he's our ambassador to Russia now, so he's going all 5 swordsy, winning no matter what, like the mafia, unfairly, covering stuff up, intimidating people, scorched earth, burn it all down, cover it all up. And he's doing that with great force because that's what the astrology says. Mars, remember, is over here near the public servants. It's agitating Neptune. Neptune has been all the confusion and haze and everything that they're hiding behind. And this area where Neptune is has to do with public servants. So this guy is being a force, trying to get ahead of maybe all these lies that are being told to help with the cover-up. His secret, Deputy Sullivan, is the action that he is taking. His hidden enemy is the truth of the matter. His hope wish is Bill Barr gets it done. What's crowning him? All that money and power that goes between Russia and the Trumps. Lands far away, Putin's house, we have the Ace of Cups. This is how they manipulate the elections and they manipulate the media. He knows about that. It's his fire and desire to get all over that. We did this. Shared resources. Okay, the government. He's been in the State Department. Now he's overseas for the ambassador to Russia, trying to get ahead of everything. He is in partnership with the FOTUS. This is the falsely elected FOTUS. That's who Deputy Sullivan is dealing with. And if you look to the 3rd house of messages, what he's concerned about is, yes, the office of the President of the United States. It could be things related to Baku or the elections, but also it has to do with their secrets, like we said over here, the actions they took to win, and the psyops against us, but for them, the truth, they're trying to cover up the truth. In the 6th house of public servants, lots of Russia and China. Saturn return is they are revisiting this stuff. They're being forced to revisit this. They can't get out of this. The 5th house of the sun is, oh, he wants to retreat. He wants to make it all go away. But I also think this has to do with the secret. Maybe microchips, maybe secret malware, maybe secret communications that they have to do espionage. Or to lay low and get things done behind the scenes with their axis of evil allies. 4th house, USA defenses, how she protects herself is by setting stuff up, setting up favors that I can help you out with, because the astrology says here, go to the 10th house. Well, the 10th house up here is all the power and money. So the defense of the USA, according to Sullivan, depends on setting up all this good stuff that's going to help somebody else. So, the dictators setting this stuff up so they can get it. Like maybe our voter rolls. Hello, voter rolls. Because in return, what's crowning everybody is the power and money that comes from all that data. It's $1 trillion business now. Communications, I said, had to do with the photos, how he got to the office, and we talked about this. Income gains values. This Deputy Sullivan, winning elections, manipulating the media, manipulating the world, because he's got his faith in the 9th house of Putin's house, far away, who is a great support to the Trump administration. This is a freaking Deputy Sullivan who is a background character in all of this. But he just is screaming at me, his role. And then there's 2 other guys, their last names begin with a B. And of course, they're weird names that fit in this. This is crazy. It's fascinating, though. Okay, thanks. You guys have a great day. Bye.